Good morning, everyone. It is 9:50 a.m. Eastern Time, June 11th, 2025. And see this little profile bump called a high volume node. The market is just about up 1 point. I switched to a 5-minute candle chart. Those who follow me know I normally use a 1-minute chart. I'm going to 5-minute charts now. Well, for now. Also looks like we're pretty much going to the top of the value area for today, and the value area is right here, right about here. Area, I changed that color as well, is the today's volume profile. The darker area that outlines it just a little more is the last 3 days of price action. All right. So the more volume you have, obviously some more participation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, being that I just opened the platform, and it looks like, we're getting a little bit of support at 44.75. Pretty much support, the resistance about 50, right about where we are right now. We're starting to build a little resistance. We'll see how it goes. This is a big number right here on this candle. It's a big number. 1,309 sellers right at this level. So 52.75, this little bump out. Take a look at that. We are trading above the 9 EMA. Now, the thing also with that they don't tell you in the books, when you look at it like moving averages, it's the average of whatever number you have. So if you're in minutes, 5 minutes, and this is a 9 EMA, say, all right, for every 5-minute candle, we're looking times 9, since this is a 9 EMA, 45 minutes. All right, so it's holding about 45 minutes, 3/4 of an hour of information. So it's creating a line based on that information. All right, and then once we pass over the 45 minutes, new candle comes. It disregards the other information from the last 45 minutes. So that's the way these things work. All right, so this is very short term. Number big time. This big candle could skew the number. That's abnormally. It's big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's coming from about here. So it's taking this big candle into consideration. Got a little down move. Just a little FYI. So it's good to know where they are. I don't trade off of them. Retail trades normally off of moving averages. And also, there are, when big dollars come in, or big money institutions, they're usually entering actually with limit orders. Marketing in. These are all market orders in here. These are aggressives. Well, let me rephrase that. we have aggressive buyers here and aggressive sellers here. But we also have passive buyers here and passive sellers here, just like if you were reading a level 2. But this is as it's happening. That's what I like about this, regardless of like a depth of market, where you see orders and people could pull the orders and they could put orders and they could spoof you and all that. This is giving you the raw data. This is the real data. And I would trade, and I used to trade the mini with Orderflow, depth of market level 2, and that's all. And didn't even use a chart. It's manipulation in that now. I don't know if there's an edge. At least I know what I'm looking at right now, and I know what these orders are. I mean, can it give you an edge? Orders being stacked or pulled or whatever? And you got to pay for an extra data feed, which is the, so it's not worth it. So this little candle here, called the shake and bake. That's what I call little numbers. No imbalances, no imbalances. But if you take a look at this one, this is a huge one. Mentioned it earlier in the video, 1309, we showed resistance there. So buyers will see resistance there. Okay, so if you're buying, you're going to see a little bit of resistance. Point of control is pretty much the same with positive delta, meaning on the bid, which is the sellers, or let's say the ask gives us a positive, not to be confused with like a level 2 or reading the dome. It's different. But these are the aggressive buyers, so buyers are more aggressive. And we take a look at these numbers and see where we're marinating a little bit. This was a pretty bullish candle, but we had a lot of selling here. 10 o'clock, pretty much. And I have 8 minutes, 24 seconds on this video. So I'll let it go another minute and a half and see if we have a trade. If not, I'll pause the video. And when a trade comes up. See, even with this huge amount of delta, and the delta was to the top, this is giving us a clue that buyers couldn't go up any higher. Bunch of positive delta, clusters of delta right in here. Right? Important, especially at the extremes of the candle, the tops and the bottoms of the candles. You want to look at that. Like right in here, these small numbers, these sellers are being trapped. Right? Buying came in and selling came back down. Take a look at this right now. It's 10 o'clock. I just posted a video, another video about zeros and 50s, but also beginning of the hour, half into the hour. You take a look at these candles. This was 8:30 in the morning. This is 9 o'clock in the morning, right? Your 9:30 candle right here. Look at these long candles. Now we're getting into a 10 o'clock candle. Do we do a 10 o'clock reversal and come back up again? That could definitely happen. No, it looks like we're getting some decent moves. We had bullishness in here, aggressive buyers, got positive delta. We're not able to go up any higher. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't pop up, all right? But remember, here we have that big seller. Okay? So I'd rather come up a little bit because each time we hit this, we came down. Hit it, came down. So I don't know if this would be a good area. We're getting a lot of positive delta up in here. Don't know if this is and we have a buying imbalance. Okay, so now sellers just came in. You see that? Buying imbalance. Sellers came in. And I have this actually set now for 300%. I believe 3.0. Let's see. Yeah, 3.0. Right here, this is the imbalance ratio. So what I want to see here to be, I mean, we're above the EMA. We're above the VWAP. They're pushing it down a little bit. Looks like right at this value area, it's a fade. All right, let's take a look at the numbers. The numbers look pretty much the same. Right? There are aggressive buyers here, but we can't get any lower. We can't get any higher with the aggressive buyers. So there's either a big seller here absorbing all of it, right? And that little candle's the tell. And just look to the left, look back. There's nothing here. So do I want to be long here, especially with these numbers? Yeah, I think we're going to actually go up higher. I mean, the profile looks pretty decent. I mean, we made a new high at 74.75. We're 24 points off the high. These are things that you got to continue to look at. Value up in here, 50/50s. Have a good a chance to go up. These are all positive numbers. Let's see where the break is. Bigger area is right in here. So it's a substantial area. Selling imbalances. The CPI number was released today, and that was a big candle here at 8:30. Tracing back to pretty much the close of the opener of the day. You know, if they could stay above this area, you see this little candle here? It's not much. It's like a doji. We don't know what's going to go on over there. You know, over here looks like either support or resistance. So 775, which we're going to be coming down to about here. Let's see what happens at this point. Taking everybody out. Now, if you're not in trade, there's no sense in trading right now. You're making a higher high and a higher low here. Taking a look at the news. I got Bloomberg TV up. All right, so we have a negative candle here. Do we have any extreme delta? Sellers. Our sellers are not able to go below here. So I'd be okay with taking a long here. Think it's a good area. And we're going to go with a small I was a little bit too slow on that. Enable my hotkeys. Okay. I think we have another push up. Got some negative delta here. Did show some support here. First trade of the day. We'll see. Oh, we're looking good. We got some buyers coming in. A little bit of that action there. We're still going to go ahead and take a smaller at 50. Maybe we'll do 2 points. Let's see. We'll play here for maybe 2 points. Bunch of negative delta here. We're not able to get. We did have a positive buying imbalance. Sellers did come in. All right, now we're getting a little lower. We're still holding around this area. Pain point at some point. $315, $387. We got a point of control here. See if they buy it. Got a bunch of positive delta coming in pretty good. We got some decent volume. All right, that was decent. So that's 2 points. I'll let this go another. If I don't have trades within 10 minutes, I'll just let the video go. So far, we're getting a lot of buildup in here, and this is all positive delta. Take a look at the delta, right? We just dropped pretty much right about here. So let's go look to the left. Why did we do that? Take a look at the right first. All right, nothing specific here. You take a look to the selling imbalances. All right, so we need to come up really above here. I think about 53.50 to really get this market on an up move. All right. So with that in mind, if we're just scalping for a point or two, we definitely have the price action for that. All right. So if you're going to be doing any of that kind, look at all these selling imbalances down here. All right. Selling imbalance at a significant level, pretty much at this low. All right. A lot of negative delta right here. So where else are we concentrating a negative delta? Right up in here too. Long somewhere in here, you got to overcome all this negative delta. It's tough. All right. So I wouldn't be long below here yet until we start building in more buyings or more positive delta. That'll give me a little more, mental capacity for me to be able to read this. This is a bunch, but we lost it. You see all this positive delta in here? Well, it's mixed, but we have a bunch of delta. All right, so now we're coming up. We don't jump on the first sign. Coming up here, then we're dropping back down. We're coming up here, we're dropping back down. Take a look at the right here. Now, if we come up from here, start building some positive delta, we need to take a look at where we could come in. Now, that's a big number, 13,000. 130 back, not able to get up higher. All right. So this could actually become a target. If we drop back down and get another push up, being that this did not close correctly, well, now it did. Now we have a finished auction. All right, so we made a high. We have a lot of positive delta. All right, we may slow down here. Now, my assumption is 52.25 to retrace right about here, right where that selling imbalance is, along right here. Going to take it quick. I took two, didn't like the price actually. Yeah, because this is where the support is. Didn't like it. All right, but anyway, no, we're up 3.5 points. I'm okay with that. I'm trading the MES, the micro. So 3.5 points is like $17, I think, or it's 2 points. All right, so I'm up $12.50. So was all this work worth it for 12 bucks? I guess if you're retired, it's extra money. Maybe you can make $100 a day, trading the MES. Now what I do is I compound. Once $40, I go to 2 contracts. All right, that's what I normally do. But I don't always record when I'm trading. If I'm trading multiple contracts, I don't put it on. I don't put it on the video. I'll go in at the same time and then come out at different points. Well, right now I would have just booked a little profit, and then I had another contract running as a runner. So typically what I do is if after my margin from my broker is $40 for day trading. So as long as there's no increase in margin for the day, it's $40. And then if I make $40, I trade 2 contracts. If I make $80, I trade 3 contracts. I do it to about 4 contracts or 5 contracts. After that, it's just 1 E-mini, and I go to E-mini. So that's how I compound. This is looking pretty good here. I think they're building a base. Let's take a look around this, concentrate around this area here. Look at the delta, you see? Came down, and you can read this just like a volume profile. Well, that's pretty much what it is. As long as all of them are positive. See a little positive area? So you're getting like a P positive here. So I'm thinking we're going to build back up. And this may show the resistance point. We have a big candle here. A big candle here. All right? So we can still pop. We're not able to get above it. So if we're not, oh, there you go. So this could be a target, right? Which could be a point. And this is like micro scalping. A point, point and a half, With the volatility, you got to keep it like that. And you got to continue to move your if you have a shorter, how do I say? If you have a shorter target, you got to keep your stops shorter too. The book tells you got to, use an ATR, average true range, or whatnot to say. No, it never worked for me that way. Lost a lot of money. People with their money management. Everybody has different money management requirements. Stick to that. Without money, you can't trade. See what happened here? We got 173. We got about 500. We're not able to come up. I'm not ready to go short yet with this negative delta. So we're going to get and take a look, and we're almost coming up to the 5650, what we mentioned earlier. Okay? We had a bunch of sellers in here. We had buyers and sellers came right down. And where the meat of the move was right here. So somewhere inside here, and we have a buying imbalance up here. All right? We have a bunch of buyers here. So yeah, there's a little bit of, I think there's a lot of potential today in the market. Let's take a look here. We're making lower highs, higher lows. And we may base out about here. So 57.50, I'm saying about 56.50. Think about it. If we could jump over this, I think it's off to the races. Oh, 59.25, another one at 57.50, another one at 55.50. So we're up about 55.50 right now. And it's actually looking pretty good here. So let's see if we come back down. If I see us come back down to somewhere around here, there's no buying imbalances here. Buying imbalance on top. So buyers were getting shorted out here. They were getting trapped. No sellers coming back. Okay? So these are actually passive. Okay? There's no passive buying here. All right? So these aggressive sellers or passive buyers. This would have been a good target to hit if you were down here, to hit this target back up here. Unfinished business, unfinished business. So now, being that we have a negative delta, all right, let's see where we settle out. I like this area. So we have 132 aggressive buyers here. That's decent. We're unable to get higher. Do we come up here and push straight back down? This is a pretty aggressive candle. Okay. Something like this, I would think of maybe even a little more of a pullback. All right. This will probably be the target right here. We'll see. Got a couple of buyers. They're not able to come in. They're not able to get any higher. It looks like we are going to pop up. 150 sellers just came in here. Buyers overpowered it. You got 400. We're above the area. So we had a bunch of sellers up in here. Right here, we had a whole bunch of sellers. Where resistance was, 57.75. I didn't go long here at 56.50. I said we just keep our eye on it, right? Bullish candle. You take these two candles, put them together. That's a pretty bullish candle, but we're starting to lose the top end here. All right. This is the high of that huge candle, 52.60. We do have a buying imbalance here, but only 6 buyers, nothing. Buyers got trapped here before. Market came down. Take a look here. Okay. We're staying right here. So we got buyers right inside here, some big buying. So I'm going to see if we get a push here. We could come down a little bit. That's okay. I got a little bit of money to play with here. I think we could come up. I'm just going to take the L. I'm not the L, but the break even. Don't like it. That was a break even trade. They come back up. Think we could get another push. So what I'm going to do, this is a huge number, and we got some sellers back. I really like this. I'm going to do a breakout trade right here. I like this. I like these numbers here. I'll chase it down. I'll chase it down to about here. We could come down. You see that little push back. 504 buyers. Buyers are still aggressive here. 529. Buyers are still aggressive. We got a couple of buying imbalances now. I am going to go ahead and move my stop up a little bit. Don't mind taking a little hit. We got a little bit of, there you go. So we have a little more. Let's see if we get up, let's see if we could just continue to move. I think right about here will be a decent trade. I got 2 ticks there. So I'm up 3 points, 4 points? 4 points now. 3 points. It's happening. It's taking, it's going back. You see what's happening here? We lost, they had all these big imbalances. So if we come back down here, we got some selling imbalances here. We got buyers in here. Is this going to show us some support? We do have the POC here. That's looking pretty good. Okay, we're unable to get above it. Let's see if this one's going to give us we get a little buy action here. Come back below it. Okay, so I'm going to go long right here. Just increase my stop up a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and see if we could get to about here. This would be a good deal. Okay, so we took, all right, so what we just made before was 2 ticks. Okay? I'm not always in a trade. Basically, right now, I have a little money to play with, little profit to play with. So I'll take a couple of chances. Staying above this area, but we're not, you see, we're not going any lower, which is nice. We do have a buying imbalance here. So I'm going to let this marinate a little bit. We are at a point, an inflection point right here. Okay. So I'm going to let this do its thing. I'm going to move my stop up. There's a lot of volatility in the market right now. So right now I'm in. We'll see what happens here. I'm all right with that. Now now I think we're going to start moving up. Now, if we break the low here, my assumption is going to change. Keep that low. I'm looking for traps. Right here is the tell. So I'm going to go long right here. I'll keep my stop where it is. Take a look at the delta. The delta's getting less negative. It's starting to push up now. Buying imbalances. Sellers are not coming in. We got a lot more buying. This looks like a decent area to go. Go to 1-to-1. Always keep your, yeah. Be okay right about there. See if we get another, a few points. We're losing it. We just lost it. Nope, we got it back again. All right, so this may actually come up even higher now. Maybe. We'll see. I think I'm at a good level. All right, back to 250 again. So we're up about 2 points. Now, if you're trading the E-mini, you'd be up $100. Looking good. We took looks to be about 7 trades. All right, I like the price action here. If you get past 63, probably get to 70 to the high. So let's go ahead and check that out. Let's see if we can break above here. Just a little. I mean, this is a pretty decent candle. Not a lot of meat on the bone, but definitely more buyers than sellers. I'm not filled yet. I'm filled now. So this we could probably just go straight through if we get the momentum. If we get the momentum, we could go right through that. We keep my stop where it is right now. I'm gonna let this just take off. See, buyers started coming in about 62.25. That's when buyers started coming back in, which is up here. So we need to see if we could get up here. Got a bunch of sellers that came through here. If we could overcome that, more sellers came in. Buyers did not come in. You see that? Got a bunch of selling. Here you go. Buyers just stepped in. Let's make this a little larger. We can see. This is looking really good. You see all this two-way trading? I love that. All that positive delta. Took it. That was decent. That was a decent move. Little resistance, just 157. Didn't know the way that was going to go. We had 500 at 157, and we're getting a little lower. It's time to go ahead and raise your stop, take your profit. All right. Next trade is just a click away. All right. So we're in about 36 minutes in this video. If you were doing the minis, you'd be up $175 right now. So they're saying, I had a question, one of the viewers said, can you make a living out of this? Yeah, you can. So price action starting to come back up, and maybe we're going to go to the highs. So I'm going to let this video go right now. If you like this kind of content where we're, unscripted commentary, analysis, getting into the market, seeing how the order flow works, deciding, where the entries are, where the stops are, what we're looking at, how to prepare for the market, the kind of commentary that I'm trying to provide, that I wish was available to me when I first started. Please like, subscribe, and comment. All right, let's build this community. Let's get a couple of viewers in here. I'd like to get more participation. Maybe a Discord's in the way. Who knows? A free Discord about members only. Yeah, so I think I may do it where got to be a member of the YouTube group to be part of the Discord. All right, we'll see. I don't know. Let me know. Put it in the comments. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Anyway, thanks for viewing. I'll see you on the next one.